big responsibility come with saying my body, my temple. I don't drink, I don't smoke. Like I done became so boring to all of the wrong people. But I'm so interesting to all of the right people. Anything that make me uncomfortable or a challenge, man, if it ain't rough, it ain't us. So sometimes we have psychological challenges, sometimes we have emotional challenges, sometimes we have physical challenges. So listen, I gotta learn from what I need from this situation. Whether it's uncomfortable, unfortunate, look for the positive lining in it and move on.
Thursday the 4th. Notice I didn't have to look at my phone today. Shoulders and triceps, guys. You know what it is. Hope everyone's having a good 4th of July. It's weird it fell on a Thursday. I think it feels on... Does it fall on a Thursday every year? I don't know. But, yeah, head into the gym, dog. Head into the gym. See how we feel today, man. Stomach's been giving me a lot of issues lately. A lot of discomfort. A lot of, I don't know, weird feelings that I don't like. So, I don't know if it's from a watermelon that I ate. Because I did get a watermelon that was like very spongy. Not very spongy, but it wasn't the texture I actually ate. So I don't know if it had a part in it, or if I overstrained my core. So gotta be careful today. Gotta try to be careful and be more mindful and aware of straining my stomach. So I gotta work on my breathing a little more. Because yes, I've been getting better on my workouts, going a little bit more ham, but I haven't been taking my straining my stomach into consideration. So I gotta be careful with that and really be aware, because I don't want to cause another injury and then be out the gym and start all over again. That'll suck. So I gotta be careful, man. But hopefully there's nobody in the gym today, because it's 4th of July. You know, anyone uses an excuse not to go work out. And me, I use that excuse to work out. Because I'm like, oh, yay, nobody's in the gym. I get the whole gym to myself. But fortunately for me, this gym is pretty busy right now. And that's because everybody's out of work. So, looks like I won't have the gym to myself, but at least, hopefully, I'm thinking there'll be some ladies to look at, maybe, for some extra motivation. So, I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to get in here because the gym might be closing early today. And, yeah, let's go. We're going to start with some presses. See you guys inside.
So I already warmed up with the bar twice for 20, and then I did a 25 on each side for a 10, and then I went straight to the working set, which is a 45 on each side. Now I'm only doing a 45 because, like I said, I'm not trying to strain too much, and also I haven't been doing this consistently, like every week, so I'm probably not going to be as strong, but we're still going to get our 20s in and do like 2 to 3 working sets here. So this is the third and final working set. I dropped it down to a 35 on each side because I wanted to slow down the tempo and I only got 19 on the last one. So just really trying to really get that good squeeze and contraction on these and keeping that constant tension on them shoulders, keeping the same pace throughout. And yeah, so last and final set. I think I did 21 reps here, but we'll see. And like I said, guys, this works the rear delts and the side delts and some of the front too, but it gives you that wide shoulder look from the back. Second exercise, we're going to start with some rear delts on the machine. And with this, I'm going to pick a good weight that I can challenge my muscles with. And notice I'm leaning upright. I'm not leaning forward. Leaning forward, you get more of your lats engaged. Standing straight, sitting straight up like that, you're getting more rear delts. Really trying to squeeze and contract at the top of the movement and use that mind to muscle connection. And I'm focusing on pulling with my rear delts and my rear shoulders and squeezing it for like at least a 1 to 2 second count. So we're supersetting rear delts with some pulled push downs. I'm going to use a straight bar. I usually do individually, but like I said, I'm crunched for time, so going to do them together and really trying to get that squeeze and contraction, work the horseshoe, the triceps, and get that burn. Doing 20 reps. So we're going back to rear delts. We're going to do the last and final set. I up the weight a little bit more to really get that challenge those rear delts. And I believe I do a rest pause in this set as well. And really trying to focus on squeezing and contracting those rear delts, man. So going back and forth between this and triceps, 2 working sets. So I upped the weight on the triceps because it was a little bit too light on the last one. Really trying to challenge these triceps, man. You always want to push your muscles to make them grow and stimulate them. So this is the final set. I do a rest pause in between because my triceps are on fire, but I don't take no longer than like 5 to 10 seconds, 15 the most, and then we get right back into it. Third exercise for delts, we're moving to side delts using the machine. This machine really works well on putting constant tension on your side delts. Keep those wrists slightly bent and it just digs into your side delts a little bit more. Pick a weight that challenges you to stimulate that muscle, make it grow. So we're doing 20 reps, and I'm telling you, this machine, man, I don't know what, but it really digs in your side delts, man. Definitely stimulates it a lot. Doing a little rest pause because my side delts are on fire. Can barely even move them, but we're gonna fight through it and get that good pump. I try to stretch it out, and don't be scared to stretch in between your set, guys. It just promotes more blood to the muscle. That's all it's gonna do. It's better to stretch in between your sets than before working out. Because before you work out, stretching is just making you more prone to injury. So stretch during your workout. in between your sets. It just brings more blood into the muscle simply because you're stretching the muscle and stretching that fascia tissue out. So we're doing reverse arm cable push downs. Okay, so we're doing 10 on one arm, then 10 on the other, then 10 on one arm, then 10 on the other. So 20 total, but going back and forth in between the 10. So definitely probably should add a little bit more weight, but it's cool. Really focus on contracting and squeezing that tricep, man, at the bottom. Last and final set of the side delts. Really trying to focus and squeeze, man. And I put the weight up a little bit, I think, too. So just really trying to get that squeeze and contraction, like I said, on them side delts. Really focusing on it. Use that mind to muscle connection. Keep those wrists slightly bent, man. And I'm telling you, these little things are key pointers and make a huge difference in your training. So since I didn't like the way the reverse pushdowns single arms felt, I decided to do it both arms at a time to cut the time in half. And also it felt a little bit more better too. So doing 20 with these, and then this is the last set for triceps over here, and then we're gonna go into the other room. Now we're moving on to the fourth exercise for delts. We're doing front delts. You guys thought I forgot, huh? Nah, we can't neglect the front delts. Even though the front delts are always being worked, still gonna work on with the accessory movements. And doing 20 reps with the bar itself. Really trying to focus on squeezing at the top, contraction at the top. Hold it for like at least a 1 second count. Really trying to control it, man. This should have your front delts on fire. Also, you should be able to see some cuts coming in too with the high reps and doing it with the barbell. And the barbell just cuts the time in half rather than doing it with the dumbbells. And you know we gotta end the supersets off with the rope push downs to really accentuate the horseshoe of the triceps and underneath as well. So really slow and controlled tempo, squeeze and contract at the bottom as you see the horseshoe pop out. That's what we're looking for right there. Weight was a little light, so we're gonna bring it up on the next one, but really focusing on that squeeze, man, and trying to stand as straight as possible so I work all triceps. One more thing I must mention, this may be very minor, but I feel like putting the thumbs over hand grip, like putting your thumbs over the barbell, instead of tucking it underneath, I feel like that you get a better contraction on your front delts. Don't quote me on that because everybody's different. But for me, putting thumbs over grip definitely gives me a better contraction. Now, I would like to have slowed that tempo down a little bit more, but like I said, I was crunched for time and the gym was closing very shortly, so I had to get it as efficient and quick as I can. Final set of the rope push downs for triceps, and I upped the weight, and I believe I do a rest pause in between. I keep saying pause reps, rest pause. So definitely burning them triceps up, and then we move on to some shrugs. So shrugs, barbell shrugs is best for the overall mass on the traps. And I only put a plate and a quarter on each side because I'm really trying to squeeze and contract as hard as I can and get them 20 reps in. I only do 2 working sets here, and then I finish up because the gym was closing down at 12 p.m. So that is a wrap for this shoulder and tricep session, man. They shutting this shit down, so we got to get up out of here. All right, so they closed the gym early on us, so we had to couldn't get our pose down or nothing like that, or I should say a pump check. So gotta record over here at the house. But I just wanted to tell you guys, workout was pretty decent. I didn't strain too much. This is sugar-free maple syrup. And I had a pretty decent workout. So started with some seated shoulder press behind the neck. You know, I love behind the neck presses. 3 working sets. So the 2 working sets I did with the 45 on each side for 20. Second one I got 19. The last one I dropped it to 35 so I can get, you know, good 20, slow and controlled. Really try to like slow the tempo down and work that muscle. So 3 sets there. Then 2 working sets of rear delts, supersetted with some push downs. I forget what type of push downs I did. I believe it was, all right, straight bar push downs. Superset with that. And then I did side delts on the machine. I did 2 sets there, 20. Superset with some reverse push downs for triceps. So I started supersetting triceps as soon as I started going over to the rear delts after the compound movement. And then I did front delts with the straight bar. So all I did was I did some of these for the front delts so I can, because I had to do exercises that were efficient and can cut down the time. Instead of doing them individually with the dumbbells, I did them with the barbell just to cut the time down because I knew the gym closed at 12 p.m. and it was already like 11:45 by the time I got to that. And then I superset with some tricep push downs, a couple sets there, working sets, some rope tricep push downs to get the horseshoe of the tricep, and then
the last one was shoulder shrugs. Did a couple working sets there. 20 reps, everything 20 reps. Pretty decent workout. Besides the fact being rushed, I could have got up earlier. I got up at like 9:30 today, but I laid in bed until fucking 10. So, once I get back on routine again, I'll be good to go. But yeah, so close it at 12. I didn't even know it closed at 12. I thought it closed at 1 or 2. But it's okay. We still got the workout done. And all in all, so for shoulders, we did 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sets for shoulders. And traps was its own exercise. So we did 2 working sets there. And for triceps, we did 2, 4, 6 sets for triceps. So not bad at all. Can't really complain. I had a good pump, good workout. And my main focus was I didn't want to strain my body too much. So trying to work out as efficient as possible without straining. It's kind of hard to do, but we managed it, you know, and I did a lot of rest pauses in between, mainly just so I don't strain too much. If I felt like I was overstraining, I felt like I was straining too much, I would do a rest pause, and then go back to it. You know what I mean? So that was cool. Post-workout meal, I'm having egg whites, turkey bacon, cup and a half of egg whites, 2 slices of turkey bacon. Now, when you're on a cut, you don't necessarily need to have carbs after you train. You can have protein, that's fine. Just protein and you'll be good. Now, if you want to have carbs, you can, and that's probably the best time to have this post-training. But you don't necessarily have to have the carbs post-training. Honestly, I like to push my carbs out a little bit more towards the end of the day. And I like to have my biggest meal on most calories for my dinner. So that way I'm more satiated throughout the night. Because if you have all your carbs and eat the biggest portion of your calories in the beginning of the day, you're going to have a light supper and you're going to be starving for the rest of the night. Especially me, because I don't eat after 6:30, I stop. So this definitely is more filling and satiating because I'm having more volume with the protein because there's less calories and no carbs. And saving my carbs towards the end of the day is really beneficial to me. Like, that's what worked for me, and it works the best because that's how I stay more satiated throughout the day. And yeah, so, and I can kind of keep track of what I mean. I only eat 3 meals a day, 2 to 3, so I know exactly what I'm having. I know exactly the amount of calories I'm having, and I try to, if I feel like I'm off a little bit, I'll try to shoot for like, I'll try to always overshoot my calories. So that way, if I am under, if I feel like I am kind of like going over, at least I'll feel like I might be actually under, because I'm always overshooting my calories in my head. I'm like, say I only had like 2,000 calories, right? I'll say, all right, well, I had 2,500 when I probably only had 1,800. I know it sounds crazy, but if you always overestimate what you're having, you'll never be in a surplus. You'll always be in a deficit. So just keep that in mind. It's a little trick for those that don't really count their calories like that. So definitely starving. Haven't eaten since 6 o'clock, and I only had like 1,500 calories yesterday. Oh, my stomach's been bothering me, so I honestly think it's that watermelon I bought. It had like a spongy consistency. It just didn't feel right. And every time I eat it, my stomach would hurt. So I think it was the watermelon, honestly. But I don't know. I'm not eating it. I have a little bit left, but I'm not eating it. I'm not finishing it. Because I don't think that watermelon was right. I think I'm gonna finish the rest of the week off with no watermelon because I need to see if that was actually it. I'm pretty sure it was. So I'll eat this meal, and then I already have in my mind what I'm gonna have for lunch. It's already lunchtime, but when you're dieting, it's good to push your meals further out throughout the day. So right now it's 12:50 p.m. This is like my breakfast. My lunch will be at 3. And I'll probably have, in my mind, because I'm out of bread, I got to get bread, and I don't really feel like grocery shopping right now. Plus the stores are closed. So I'll probably have tuna and couple of whole eggs. So it'll be like more of a high-fat meal, low carb. So I'll mash that up with a little bit of low-fat mayo. And that'll be my lunch. That'll be a good high protein, low carb, a little bit higher in the fats, but it's all right. And then for my dinner, I don't know. This is the thing. I don't know if anyone's cooking out because it is 4th of July. So if anyone's cooking out, they're cooking hamburgers and hot dogs. If they're cooking hamburgers and hot dogs, then I have a couple of those because I already saved my calories for the day. I'll have enough calories to splurge a little bit. So I'll have a couple hot dogs and a couple hamburgers, or maybe a double hamburger, double cheeseburger, and then just have I'll have 2 patties on a bun, maybe 3 patties, depends, and maybe a couple hot dogs, and then that'll be a wrap. I know I'll definitely be under my calories still, because if they're cooking the hot dogs and hamburgers on the grill, that's gonna kill most of the fat right there. It's gonna drain the fat. So regardless, because I'm eating low carbs throughout and high volume with protein throughout these 2 meals, I already know I'm probably only gonna have like this meal right here. I can guess it's probably like 300-400 calories. Okay, and then the next meal I have, it'll probably be about same thing, 300-400 calories, right? So I'll have so much left over for calories to consume that I can consume that and not even have to worry. You get what I'm saying? And if I have my protein bites, my protein brownies, which I'm waiting to come in the meal, I can have that as a snack in between, but I haven't got those yet. And I'd still be okay, because one of those is only like 270, the most 250. So I count that in. But yeah, it's very easy, guys. Dieting is very easy. You just gotta deal with the fact that you're gonna be hungry all the time. Because if you're not hungry all the time, you're not really dieting. I mean, you gotta be at least a little bit hungry. If you're full all the time, it's because you're overeating. And you're most likely eating more than your calories, like you're supposed to. So this meal right here will keep me satiated for like the next couple hours. And then I'll be ready to eat again. And because I don't have any carbs with this meal, my insulin won't be spiked. So I won't feel like a surge of energy and then crash. I'll actually be pretty even keel for the rest of the day until dinner time when I have the carbs, and then it'll spike. But I'm not really concerned on it. I don't have any bread. I'm out of bread. I'm out of wheat because I usually eat wheat bread. But I'm actually like not trying to buy it right now anyways. I don't know. Let's see how I can do without any bread. I honestly feel like I can go some days without eating any carbs. Because carbs, all it does is spike your insulin. That's what makes you feel like you need it or you want it. But when you don't have carbs for a good portion of the day, you literally don't crave it like that. I'm going to be honest with you. Same thing for eating sweets. When you eat sweets, if you take a long break from eating sweets and it gets out of your blood, you don't crave it like that. You don't miss what you don't have. That's real. So, but once you start introducing it into your bloodstream again, your body craves those. Your body craves them sweets and wants that insulin release. That's why I say, like, sugar's like drugs. You can very easily get addicted to it, and your body craves it all the time. And then it's more like mind over matter, telling yourself, I don't need it. And you're gonna get mood swings, you're gonna be cranky. But once you get past a certain hump, for me it's like 2 days. Once you get over that hump, you're pretty smooth sailing. You know, as long as you'll go out of your way and have something sweet to spike it again, you're pretty smooth sailing. You're chilling. So, you know. But tomorrow, Friday, just doing cardio. And Saturday I take off, you guys know. And then Sunday I'll be doing legs. So instead of back, I'll be doing just legs. And that's about it for the week. So that's what I got planned for today for eating and stuff. I got to edit these videos, get it up on YouTube. That's about it, man. I hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July. I hope you guys are killing in the gym. And don't use the gym as an excuse. I mean, don't use the holidays as an excuse not to go. Use it to go. Get the advantage that everyone else ain't taking. So, I'm going to take my vitamins here. I couldn't get no posing for y'all today because just couldn't. Gym was closed. So, but it's all good. Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you share, like, subscribe if you want. It's up to you. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Enjoy your 4th of July. I'm out. Peace.